Hello and welcome to the Family Feud, a show where two families go head-to-head in a battle of wits for the chance to win money and bragging rights. Today, we've got a good one coming up. Our first family is going to be the Genovese crime family. They are a mafia family from New York. They were founded in the early 1900s, and at their peak had a very strong presence in New York City and other parts of the United States. They made their money primarily through gambling, loan sharking, and extortion. They also had a strong presence in the drug trade. In more recent years, they have become less active and have mostly retired from their criminal ways. However, they are still considered to be one of the 5 major crime families in the United States. So let's meet them. Our first contestant is going to be Junior Gotti, aka the Teflon Don. He is known for his flashy lifestyle and his ability to avoid prosecution for crimes. Even though he was convicted in 2002 for racketeering and conspiracy, he was released early from prison in 2016. He claims to have turned his life around since then, but it remains to be seen if that is true or not. Here with him is his wife, Victoria Gotti. She is a former fashion designer who has appeared on several reality TV shows. She's also the daughter of a mafia boss. Next up is Frank Thierry. He is a retired mafia captain who was once close to becoming the boss of the Genovese crime family. However, he was arrested in 2009 and sentenced to 15 years in prison for racketeering. He was released in 2020. He is now a free man, but it remains to be seen what he will do next. Also, here's his son Frank Thierry Jr. He is following in his father's footsteps and is a made man in the Genovese crime family. He is said to be a violent man and is not afraid to get his hands dirty. Last but not least, we have Michael Francesi. He is a retired mafia soldier who turned informant for the FBI. He provided valuable information about the Genovese crime family that led to the arrests of several top mobsters. He is now living in witness protection, and his new identity is Michael Delgaitis. So let's move on to our next family, the Gambino crime family. They are one of the most powerful mafia families in the United States. They were founded in the early 1900s by Carlo Gambino, and they quickly rose to prominence. At their peak, they controlled a large portion of the East Coast, including New York City, Philadelphia, and Boston. They were involved in all aspects of organized crime, including gambling, loan sharking, extortion, drug trafficking, and murder. Over the years, the Gambino crime family has been decimated by law enforcement. Many of their top members have been arrested and convicted on racketeering charges. Despite this, the Gambino crime family is still one of the most feared and respected mafia families in the world. Let's meet them. First up, we have John Gotti, aka the Dapper Don. He was the boss of the Gambino crime family in the 1980s and 1990s. He was known for his flashy lifestyle and his ability to avoid prosecution for crimes. However, in 1992, he was convicted of racketeering and conspiracy and sentenced to life in prison. He died in 2002 from cancer. Here with him is his wife, Victoria Gotti. She is a former fashion designer who has appeared on several reality TV shows. She is also the daughter of a mafia boss. Next up, we have Peter Gotti. He is the younger brother of John Gotti and is the current boss of the Gambino crime family. He is a much more low-key figure than his brother and is known for being extremely cautious and careful. He has not been arrested or convicted of any crimes. Also, here is his wife, Michelle Gotti. She is a former fashion designer who has appeared on several reality TV shows. She is also the daughter of a mafia boss. And last but not least, we have Joseph Massino. He is a retired mafia captain who turned informant for the FBI. He provided valuable information about the Gambino crime family that led to the arrests of several top mobsters. He is now living in witness protection, and his new identity is Joe Peastone. All right, families, take your places. It's time to start the game. I'm going to ask each of you 3 questions. You can steal from each other, and the answers must be in the form of a survey. For example, name 3 things a teenager might bring to school. Got it? Good. Let's begin. Question no. 1. Name a member of the Genovese crime family. What's your answer? The Gambinos. Gotti, and Massino. That is correct. It is worth $300. That puts the Genovese family up $300. That is a good start. But remember, there is a lot of money to be won here today, so don't get complacent. Let's move on to question number 2. Name a famous person with the last name Gotti. I'll take a stab at that. John Gotti. John Gotti. That is correct. And again, that's another $300. And that brings us to a score of $600 for the Genovese crime family. How about the Gambino crime family? Any answers? John Gotti. John Gotti. That is correct. Another $300. That brings us to a total of $900 for the Genovese crime family. We're moving on to our third and final question. This one is worth $400, so pay attention. Name an Italian-American crime family. The Bonanno crime family. That's incorrect. Any other answers? The Colombo crime family? Incorrect. How about the Lucchese crime family? Correct? That is correct. And that's worth $400? And that brings us to a grand total of $1,300 for the Genovese crime family. Now it's time for the Gambino crime family to step up to the plate and try to take home some money for themselves. Question no. 1. Name a member of the Gambino crime family. What's your answer? John Gotti? That is correct. Another $300. That brings us to $300 for the Gambino crime family. Let's keep going. Question number 2. Name a famous person with the last name Gotti. I'll take a stab at that. John Gotti. That is correct. Another $300. And that brings us to a total of $600 for the Gambino crime family. All right. Moving on to our third and final question. This one is worth $400, so pay attention. Name an Italian-American crime family. The Bonanno crime family. That's incorrect. Any other answers? The Colombo crime family? Incorrect. How about the Lucchese crime family? Correct. That is correct. And that's worth $400. And that brings us to a grand total of $1,000 for the Gambino crime family. All right, families, we have reached the end of the game. Let's tally up the scores. The Genovese crime family, $1,300. The Gambino crime family, $1,000. The winner of today's episode is the Genovese crime family. Congratulations. So let's see how much money the Genovese crime family went home with today. For winning the game, they get to choose any amount of money between $1,000 and $5,000. They also get a brand new car. What's your answer? $5,000? Okay, and here's your brand new car. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys for coming on the show today. This was a really fun game. Thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in next week to see another exciting episode of the Family Feud.